This is a 1974 Ford F100 with a 300 6-cylinder and 4-wheel drive and a manual 4-speed transmission. We'll take a peek at some of the paint. You'll notice a pretty common theme on this truck is it's got a bunch of clear coat that's peeling, so either adds to or takes away whatever look you're looking for. But overall, the aesthetic of the truck is pretty cool. Get into, it had a cab swap, I believe, because if you match up the title along with the VIN on the cab, it shows that it's a I believe it says it's a 3/4 ton with a 460. So I didn't know too many short beds that came in a 3/4 ton and a 460, so led to believe that that was a cab swap. But in any case, pretty cool looking truck. My favorite grille of the Fords is in this era. We went with, I think these are a 32-inch tire. If I know where I'm looking, 3211/50 on a black fuel wheel. I've been wanting to buy these tires forever, and I haven't been able to get any that were in stock, and so when these came available, we just jumped on these. I love the tire. I know there's going to be some conflict with the wheel choice, but I think it adds kind of a cool look. You can always go back to a stock wheel and fit the 1150 on a little wider rim, or on a stock 8-inch rim. So it's a gold cab, which also leads me to think that it was a cab swap. But usually when you do a cab swap, it's because it's in good condition. And you can see that this one, the floors are solid, the cab corners are solid, rockers are solid. The rust that you'll see on the truck is mainly in the bed. There's a little bit, there's probably some, if I remember right. Really not much in the hood there, but there's some on the rear quarter right there. And then when you get underneath the truck, you'll see that there's some underneath the bed. That section was cut out. And then just kind of in general, there's some soft spots that were coated over at the front of the bed. So we put some new bed bolts in it. And then most of the other attention was just kind of brought towards the engine. So we did a valve cover gasket, we did a tune-up, plugs, wires, cap, rotor. We put a new fuel pump in it, did an oil change, of course. And so it starts up really quickly. Oh, we put a new alternator in it also, and a new starter. So starts up real well. It's a bit underpowered for freeway speeds. We're really going up any hill. So to me, this is kind of a cruiser truck around town. You know, I really like the appearance of it. I don't necessarily recommend jumping in and driving it 30 miles to your buddy's house. Let him come over and tell you how cool it is. But in any case, you'll see on the top, on the cab top, some peeling there. Then of course on the hood, got some peeling. So the vertical panels on the truck are, you know, they're not as bad as the flat surfaces. But that is kind of the theme on the truck. It's the clears, you know, and these didn't come typically with clear. So the repaint on this was, the clear is peeling. We put new exhaust on it. The other one was just old. And so it's always nice to have a new exhaust. But just in general, pretty nice little truck. New carpet kit, new bench seat. That includes the vinyl and the foam. Cool little Hurst shifter. 4-wheel drive works. This is a dash pad cover. So if you were to peel that off, you'd see some cracks in the dash. This was originally an automatic truck. You can see that there's the area where the shift lever went. And it was converted over into a manual. The radio does not work. The temperature unit does work. New glove box. So pretty clean cab, very clean cab. New door panels, both sides. You'll see some stuff like this. You know, this truck's been used. I mean, it's not by any stretch a really good example of a show truck. This is a driver. And we did put a steering stabilizer in it too, to match the Rancho shocks that were already on it. And if I remember right too, that's also a new master cylinder, brake master cylinder. So the coil looks new. We didn't do the coil. That looks fairly new. We did put new belts on it when we did the alternator. Power steering's kind of loud on this, and Ford has a loud power steering. You know, so you'll hear the power steering when you're turning. Probably hear it in the driving video. So couple dings and dents here and there. If you look here a little bit, there seems to be some paint run. We put new rear lenses on. It had a backup light issue. They were pretty corroded, so we put new sockets in and fixed the wiring on the reverse lights. Shut this. Little crack in the grill. I put new markers up front and in back. New emblems. Just the little things that we could touch it up a little bit. So let's go for a ride.